was like, no, we're still getting our lives together. Hello, Rest Friends. What's up? My name is Edie.
And my name is Teddy.
And welcome back to the Rest Friends podcast. Teddy and I are your wrestling friends, your wrestling best friends, all the wrestling chisme that you will need. You will find it here with us.
True. I'm sorry, I'm questioning it. I'm like, oh, we're best friends.
You're like, we are your wrestling best friends. Like, we're here for it. Okay, I'm super excited. Thank you guys for joining us. We have so much to talk about in this episode. We're going to be giving our predictions for Forbidden Door, but we are also going to be celebrating the fact that we now have 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. Restaurant, how are you feeling?
I don't even know. It's so
Is it crazy?
Yes, it is so crazy. It feels very nice. Edie sent me the screenshot
feels very
yesterday.
Nice. It does feel very nice. It feels amazing.
It does. Yeah. It feels genuinely very cool and nice that
Okay, I'm so sorry, Mims. Holding us accountable.
I know. They did text me that we're dragging.
They were like, what are you guys doing?
Setting up. I also had to have a bite of my bagel.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I had to have some food in my system because you guys.
We are so excited to be able to celebrate not only our 2,000 subscribers, but we are also revealing who is message. It's up and popping in the group chat. Oh my goodness. We are so excited that we are being able to be the first people to showcase some brand new merch from Wrestling Wine Down in some wine glasses. Mine says Wrestling Baddies, and it's amazing. Restaurant, what does yours say?
Mine says, but Daddy, I love wrestling.
Amazing. And they are part of the new collection that Lo is going to be releasing. So keep an eye out. Wrestling Wine Down has amazing stuff, and we are going to be drinking out of these glasses today. We're going to be drinking what, Restaurant?
Ooh, mimosas.
Bring it out. I should have loaded the I should have had the sound effects ready for that one.
You should have, Restaurant. Okay, you can have the juice over there. I'm also going to open the bottle live, which
we're ready. Hold it up so you can the people can see.
Well, Restaurant, we're not being sponsored.
Not sponsored. Don't show the brand.
I didn't.
Okay, perfect.
I got it at Target.
This is amazing, guys. You are live with us on.
This is a first.
Yeah, when
we've never
popped a bottle on air.
We've never had a drink.
We have had a drink. We haven't had a drink live. People are gonna be like, "This is the first time you're drinking."
I mean, alcohol. I don't think we ever drink alcohol
on live, but nunca en la vida. You can.
I mean, yeah, I've never drank. No. Okay.
It's gonna bust a light.
I'm so scared.
Go. Not near the Funkos. Where you point it?
Your window? Your door?
At an angle? I don't know.
Maybe I'll get up.
Oh, no, I'm scared.
It's not gonna pop like that because I'm not shaking it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's just hard because of my nails. This is a shit show. Maybe you should start talking, Restaurant.
Okay. Meanwhile, while we're opening the bottle, let's talk a little bit about what Wrestling Wine Down has. Their website is incredible. They just released their Cardgale and Bel Air 2024. They have the 1-800 Wrestling t-shirts and the But Daddy, I Love You trucker hats, which, Restaurant, you did say you bought one.
I did buy that hat, and I'm going to wear it for All Out Weekend.
It's going to look so cute. I'm so excited. And they also just have a lot of amazing merch. Lo is just incredible. The Strong Babes for Willow. I have the Hot Girls Watch Wrestling. Is it? Hold on. Oh my God. Is it popping or no?
You're making me nervous.
Why am I making you nervous? Go ahead.
I'm so.
You got it. I believe in you. Don't be nervous. Let's put the mic towards the bottle. So when we hear the pop, that wasn't it. That was just my sound effect, guys. Don't worry.
That's my hand with the bottle.
Well, let me start pouring the orange juice then. Let me try.
No. It's coming out.
Okay. Well, meanwhile, I will pour myself some orange juice.
It's coming out.
Oh! I was terrified.
We're not even drunk yet.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Oh, okay.
She was making me nervous.
I was nervous.
Best friend, you want to fix my mic for me? Okay, here.
Okay, go ahead. And then we'll pour it into. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Do you like a strong drink or no? Light?
Okay, that's good. You perfect.
Mine has ice, so.
Oh, okay. Mine was going to have ice, but then I started to drink water, so.
Oh, you don't have ice.
It's okay. Oh my god. There we go. Oh, I pressed enter and wrestling wind down stuff came back up. So amazing.
Oh my god, Mimi referencing twice.
Amazing. Look at how cute. Mimosas. This is adorable.
This is so cute.
Everybody in the comments, grab your drink as well and join us for this toast.
7 o'clock somewhere. Oh no, this is brunch.
This is brunch. It's yeah. Good morning, everyone. If we haven't said so yet,
we did have breakfast, by the way.
We did.
We drank water.
Yes. Cheers.
Cheers, best friend.
Oh my goodness. Cheers to the camera. Cheers.
Oh, this is really good.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nom, 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 nom.
It's fresh. I wish I had ice. I'm going to tell my brother to go get some ice.
Yes, you should.
Oh my goodness. Scott is saying congratulations, Rest Friend. Miriam saying cheers. Amazing.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Cheers.
Thank you guys so much. And thank you so much to Wrestling Wine Down for these amazing glasses.
I love mine. I love it.
Love it.
Now I'm going to match with my hat. That's
everyone,
red.
Be on the lookout. Lo is going to release these very, very soon. And she's going to have so many options. 10 out of 10 on the wine glasses. Cheers.
Cheers, best friend.
Love it.
Thank you, Lo.
And you guys can get all of Wrestling Wine Down merch at shop.wrestlingwinedownlv.com. Take a screenshot, make sure you save the website, and go shop till you drop. That was amazing.
Okay.
I outdid myself with that one.
You sure did.
We are going to be talking about so before the pay-per-view,
yeah,
I just want to thank everyone who has been with us on this YouTube journey. It's genuinely been so incredible. And I want to thank you, Rest Friend, because I remember when we first started our channel that I was like, I really want to start a YouTube channel. And you were like, well, I really want to start a podcast. And I was like, okay, well, can we start the YouTube channel first?
Yeah,
and then so we kind of had to put the podcast, we launched the podcast a year later, but we, were halted on that podcast until we kind of did a year of YouTube. So I want to thank you for allowing Rest Friends to have a YouTube channel and just being so for every crazy idea that I've had, whether it's be vlogging or creating whatever type of content. Genuinely thank you, because I would not have had like the guts to do something like Rest Friends if I didn't have someone else. So thank you, because you've been that person for me who has really just allowed me to like talk about wrestling and enjoy myself and to support me creatively. So thank you, Rest Friend.
You are so cute. My turn.
I genuinely cannot.
You're welcome, first of all, and I mean that wholeheartedly and sincerely. I love doing this with you so much. I enjoy doing this with you. I myself also wouldn't have been able to do this by myself.
Yeah.
Which is why I brought it up to you. And it did make me nervous to start a YouTube. Very nervous. It still makes me nervous to be on YouTube. But I sincerely do this for you. But because you also approve of all my crazy ideas, every idea I've had, you've never told me, no, I don't like that. That's not right. You're always like, okay, let's go with it. And for real, de mi corazón, like I appreciate you so much. You do way more for Rest Friends than what the cameras can see, than what people can see. And thank you for everything. Because the reason Rest Friends is up, and running, and everyone can watch us right now, it's because of you. So thank you so much. I love you.
Rest Friend, I love you.
Seriously.
Well, while the celebration is still going, guys, also thank you, Rest Friends, for being on this crazy journey with us and for being so supportive, always so active right now in the chat, always giving us great comments, good feedback. So we appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for continuing to watch us. And let's get into this prediction show.
Yes.
So we are going into a pay-per-view, not us, but fans, into Sunday Forbidden Door. That's a partnership with New Japan and AEW. So let's talk about the pre-show because there are going to be 4 hosts. It's going to be RJ City, Renee Paquette, Jeff Jarrett, and Rocky Romero.
Mhm.
So I think that's a pretty good balance of hosts. What do you think? What's the vibe for
Yeah,
the
yeah. I
hosts?
mean, I'm always so happy to see Renee.
Mhm,
Of course, we always want a woman, and I feel like obviously Renee is the perfect person from AEW to have there right now.
mhm.
She just never says anything wrong. So like, I
Yeah.
have no issue with Renee. I love Renee. Love Rocky Romero. Love RJ City. He's
Oh my
hilarious.
God.
And
RJ's
Renee,
hilarious.
Yes, and Renee and RJ work so well together as well. I don't know much about Jeff Jarrett like that, but
Mhm.
I really don't have any comment about that.
Yeah, I think the hosts are
It's
going
a
to be
good,
good
yeah.
to open up. I think it's like an hour, right?
Mm-hmm.
For the zero hour.
Mm-hmm.
And we're also getting a trios match. It's going to be Místico and Lucha Bros, which you guys know how I feel about Místico because he came out in the novela that I always talk about.
Right.
Um
You did talk about that.
and then LIJ was friend.
Yes.
Interessante.
Yes.
What
Very.
who are your faves going into this? Because I feel like I know this. But you could always surprise me by saying Lucha Brothers and Místico.
I mean, I love the Lucha Brothers, of
Yeah.
course, and as much as I don't know about Místico, what I have seen is obviously very good luchador.
Hmm.
I'm rooting for a very good match, but of course, I want Lij to win.
Yeah.
It's also very nice to see Titan in AW because we don't see Titan too much with Lij in Japan. Like he
Mhm.
does wrestle with them, but it's mostly with like Bushi. Um, so to see him working with Hiromu and then also Yoda, like
Mhm.
I'm very excited for this. Obviously, I wish I was there, but I'm very happy to see my boys back in the US and
Yeah.
we can see them in AW.
Period. I think it's gonna be really, really cool. We got to see Takahashi. I mean, we got to see LIJ um this weekend. Yeah, this week on Dynamite when they were going against Blackpool Combat Club and
Mhm.
Takahashi was fighting Yuta for a little bit.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. I was here for it. So shout outs to Isabel for sending a super sticker.
Thanks,
We'll be
Travis.
amazing. 10 out of 10. Love you. And then Scott is saying, I hope LIJ wins. So Scott is on your team with you.
Yes.
He
I
said
love that.
that
Please give
one.
me more LAJ wins.
More of that, absolutely. And we're going to see the women's tournament quarterfinal for the Owen Hart tournament. Mariah May versus Soraya. This is going to be interesting because
Mhm.
we don't really get to see Soraya too often.
Right.
So this is going to be hopefully something that's good. But I'm rooting for Mariah May. I think she's going to be absolutely killer in this tournament. So I'm excited.
Same as friend. I'm honestly very excited as well. I do think I feel like Mariah May is gonna take the win. I feel like there's no question about it just
Yeah.
because of the storyline that she's
Hmm.
been having with Tony. And but I'm obviously hoping for a very good match because like you said, we haven't seen much of Saraya.
Yeah.
So I hope my Mariah and Saraya can give us a very, very good entertaining match.
Yeah.
And who am I rooting? I'm rooting for Mariah.
Yeah, I think Mariah, she's gonna take it, and I honestly would hope that she would be the winner
Yeah.
of the tournament. But I guess we'll see because you still got like Chris Statlander and stuff. So
Right.
very, very interesting. And the next match, Willow Nightingale is going to face her biggest rival yet, I guess, in Chris Statlander, and they're both teaming up with some Stardom girlies, Tam Nakano and Momo
Watanabe.
Watanabe. Yes. Troy is joining us in the chat. Shout outs to Troy. Thank you so much. He says, excited for your guys' thoughts on the
Oh, he's
Stardom Girls.
so cute.
I'm going to have to watch more of Troy because he knows everything
Yes,
about
he
Stardom.
teaches
He
you.
covers everything.
Yeah.
And I need him to break this down for me. I'm rooting for Willow. Absolutely rooting for Willow. I think Chris is fantastic and she's amazing. And it's really hard to root against her when she's posting great pictures on Instagram. And it's like you can't be mad at her.
Right. No, I agree with that. I love Willow as well.
Yeah.
I am rooting for Chris Statlander and Momo.
Mm-hmm.
I love Chris Statlander. I have a huge girl crush on her. So I'm like
Yeah.
nervous talking about her right now. I
That
told
she's
her
that she's gonna see us and be like, oh wow.
yes, I was leaving the house and I told Sergio, I'm like, we're drinking mimosas. If I propose to Hangman on live. I'm so sorry. I think
She
I'm
said
gonna
it's
propose to
not
Chris
me
Statlander.
instead.
No. I'm Team Stat for sure.
Yeah.
And
trying to-
Momo. Also, my one of my biases in K-pop's name is Momo, so that's really cool.
Oh,
But
interessante.
I'm very excited for this match, restaurant, for real. I
Yeah.
really am, because I love seeing Chris Statlander wrestle, and I'm intrigued to see how Willow's gonna come out
Mm,
and how they're gonna be in the ring together after the betrayal.
yeah, that's definitely going to be interesting. Scott is saying Mariah wins.
Okay.
Interesting. And then stats teams win.
Scott, we think alike a lot.
Stat? That's crazy. Eddie James is saying AEW has 4 women's matches for Forbidden Door. They are improving the division day by day. I'm so excited that we're getting so many women's matches. I would want them to be
Yes.
on the card, on the main card. But we take what we can get. We're besitos.
That hoping they have a lengthy,
Yes, a lengthy
matches
match.
as well. Yes.
Yes, pasito, like baby steps. How do you
I feel
how do
like
you
you're
say
gonna
that
say
in
pasito
Spanish?
tun tun.
Pasito tun tun. My mom would love that. Casey is joining us. Shout out to you, Casey. Chris Statlander is stunning and strong, a lethal combo. Honestly, she can really do no wrong, except for the wrong that she did Willow. Right?
That was a good one. It's true. It's true.
Except for that one.
She didn't have to do that.
She didn't, but she
But you know what?
the way that they style her,
Oh my
she's so strong in that ring. Like she does some things that it just amazes me. I'm still thinking about, I think we went to an indie show here in Chicago at Logan Square Auditorium.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what I mean, it might have been AAW. And it was her versus Matthew Justice. Do you remember that?
Oh my gosh, this was a
This
very
was
long
like
time ago.
long time ago. Do you remember when like Sammy Callahan was on the card? Yes, when
Yes.
Sergio surprised you.
Yes.
And she got in that ring and he threw her up in the air and she came down like so hard. I was like, this is insane. I love you.
Yeah.
I was to be able to take a hit like that, to like intergender wrestling, to me is like so incredible because it just proves that women are such badasses. But the fact that she was taking so much, like I was like, girl, you have my blessing for the rest of my life. Like,
Yeah, when she came to AEW, people would talk so nice about her. Like fans would be like, "Oh my God, Chris, I'm so excited for her,"
mhm,
and I had no idea really what what Chris was about,
mhm.
and I get it now. Of course, I get
Yeah.
it. I totally get it.
Troy says, I'm working at 6:30 Manila time for the buy-in. Oh my God. That's crazy. In the morning.
6:30. That's crazy.
Applause to you.
Yes.
Make sure you have your drink in hand. Get
As-
ready for the wrestling wind down.
At
Wine
6:30 in
glasses.
the morning.
Yes, it's never too early.
Cheers to that restaurant.
Cheers. Amazing.
That's funny.
Andy is saying hi. Shout outs to you,
Hi,
Andy. Thanks for
Andy.
joining us this for the Rest Friends brunch.
Restaurant's brunch.
Rest Friends
no
brunch.
food,
Just brunch, just alcohol.
drinks.
Just alcohol. Let's get into the main card. Restaurant, we have so many matches to pick
Wow.
from.
Yeah.
Where do you want to start? What's catching your eye right now?
Ooh, Danielson and Shingo Takagi.
Ooh, okay.
American Dragon versus should I say Japanese Dragon? Well, he also has like a dragon theme. He comes out with like a dragon mask and
okay.
everything. The
Yeah.
other day I saw a photo that someone posted of him, like a nice little close-up restaurant.
Mhm.
I was like, okay.
And you're like,
I'm
oh,
like,
okay,
he
it
kind
makes
of looks like a
sense.
dragon there. No, I'm excited for that match. That's what caught my attention at first,
Yeah.
because also when I was watching Dynamite and Danielson was on the announce table,
Oh yeah.
and Shingo was having his match
Yeah.
against the BCC.
Yeah.
I was thinking like, oh my goodness, it was hitting
Like,
me.
this
I
is
was like,
it,
Danielson
yeah.
and Shingo are gonna have a match on AEW.
That's insane. Let me try to fix this microphone. Hold please.
It's just falling.
There we go.
Hold please, we're having technical
Hold
difficulties.
please.
Oh,
Let
that's
me get
so
our
much
lives
better.
together. Perfect.
Thank you.
All right, Leah. That's good. I feel like every match on this card, we were, I think, a little skeptical on how things were going to turn out with Forbidden Door, but I think Tony has really, really delivered. So shout out to you, Tony Khan. That's what I gotta say. I'm trying to figure out where should we go and where should the match card, like, sorry guys, you're gonna, oh, there we go. I think that's just fine. That's how I had it in the
Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah,
that's how I had it in the beginning. It's fine. I am rooting for Danielson. I don't know if this came as a shock to you.
no,
But-
of course not.
I don't know if anybody was shocked by my pick.
He's from the why was I gonna say Bullet Club?
He's from the
Blackpool
BCC.
Combat Club.
He's in the club.
I have such a hard time saying that.
Isabel says, "Who's responsible for cutting you guys off from the live after too many drinks? You are. Your job is to
We're
call
gonna have her panic.
one
Like,
of us and be like, all right, that's enough, guys.
not me. My phone's on silent. You know I will not answer.
Dang. We're just gonna get a bunch of the vibrating.
Just ignoring them.
Yeah. So my pick to win is Brian Danielson.
Of
Who do
course.
you guys have in this match? Write it down in the comments
I
below.
want to know. I
We
want
want to know. We'll put your comment up on the screen for you. Moving on to MJF versus Hechicero. This is a match that I'm very much looking forward to.
Okay.
I think Hechicero really stood out as someone who was coming in from CMLL, and the fact that when he first came out, he had like a flame came out of nowhere restaurant. I said, "This is for me. This is for me." I don't know. I'm about the magic. I'm about the vibe. He is a massive man. And MJF is a great wrestler.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see what kind of match they're going to put on.
Me
So
too.
I'm very, very excited. I think Max is winning, but I think it's going to be very like on the same level.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you think?
I think it's gonna be very interesting to see MJF go against someone like Hechicero.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very interesting. I can say that about a lot of these matches because again, it's the forbidden door.
Yeah.
A lot of these people have not faced each other before. So yeah, MJF against a luchador. I'm very intrigued.
Crazy.
I'm excited for that one.
Crazy stuff. Moving on to John Moxley versus Naito.
Okay.
This was crazy because we got to see Naito come out on Dynamite when John Moxley just brought out a chair and he got the BCC eliminated. Disqualified.
Disqualified, yeah. I started attacking Hiromu and yeah. We also got to see Naito lose the championship against
Yes, I do remember
Mox
that.
here in Chicago.
That's when you were devastated. I do remember this.
It happened so fast. They
Mhm.
didn't even let me. I didn't even have time to mourn.
Yeah.
Naito left so quick.
Yeah.
It was one of the saddest nights of my life.
Not of your life.
Yeah, it
Oh
was.
my God. Shout out to Scott saying Hechicero's really good. MJF is going to have a hard time with him. That's something
I
that we're
like
going to have
that.
to see. I'm for
MJF
it.
needs that because he talks a lot of shit. So he needs someone challenging that's gonna.
Yeah.
Honestly, Hechicero's better than me. He's been so strong after all this shit that MJF has been talking. Like
Hechicero's better than me.
way better than me.
I thought you meant it like as in like a wrestler. Like I like what I meant. Tony Storm's better than me. Like
no. Just like
I was
the
like,
way
what do you
MJF
mean?
has been talking. He was talking his shit, you know?
That's hilarious. Oh my goodness. So wait, who do you have to win for Naito and Moxley? Do you want Naito to win?
I want Naito to
Yeah.
take the championship back to New Japan, of course. Yes.
I think Naito might win.
I hope so.
I think he's going to win, and only because John Moxley's already had a run with the championship. He won in Chicago.
Right.
Wintrust Arena meant so much to them when they came for the pay-per-view. So I think that though I love John Moxley and I'm for the BCC, I don't think he's going home with that belt.
That belt,
on
I
Sunday.
believe, as a semi New Japan fan, I believe that belt belongs in New Japan. So I
Period.
hope Naito takes it. And not that I didn't love Max holding it.
Mhm.
I love it. I love that he's been able to show
Involved
what he
in doing
wanted,
things,
right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's time to go back home.
Okay. Next match, let's talk about this TNT Championship ladder match. Okay. We have Mark Briscoe. We have Dante Martin. We have Takeshita. And we Jack Perry. And then Leo Rush.
Is that El Fantasmo too?
Is it at the top?
I think so. Is that his goofy
I
ass?
think so. Is he in the match or is that a joke?
He probably is. I can.
Somebody
Can
confirm or
someone
deny,
confirm for us
please.
if that's El Fantasmo?
Because that might just be.
I hate saying it like that. El Fantasmo.
That's crazy. Yeah, please someone confirm or deny because I'm not sure about that one. Very interessante.
Sergio says it is.
Honestly, shout outs to
my man.
Shout outs to Sergio because
Sergio.
I was looking at that for 2 days and I was like, is that or is that not somebody? No offense, no
You, it
shade.
kind of looks like it's part of
I
the
thought I thought it
graphics.
was Logan Paul. No offense. I'm so sorry.
No offense, Phantasmo, if you're watching.
I'm so sorry, El Fantasmo. If you're watching, if this is the first time you're tuning into Rest Friends, this this is the cutoff point. This
You just blend in with the
it's
graphics.
just there's a lot going on. Okay, so back to Takeshita.
Back to
That's
Takeshita.
who I'm rooting for. I
Right?
would love I was actually for when the Bucks were going to just gift the championship to Jack Perry. I thought that would have made sense. I did not hate that idea. I think Jack Perry would have gone on to defend that title like as a good champion.
Yeah.
I didn't mind. I wasn't going to mind if he didn't win it properly, but um now
You're
that
like, I don't care.
now that Takeshi's in the match, put that title on Takeshita,
Yeah, I
okay?
agree.
That man needs something to do because the Don Callis family is not it. Not it. That's just my opinion.
I would say the same, but Trent's in there now, so
And what are they doing with Trent? Hmm.
next.
Next question. That's what
Next
I thought.
question.
Okay. Casey says that ladder match is such a hodgepodge of wrestlers. It'll be interesting to see the different styles. Yes, this is the first time we're going to see Leo Rush. Well, for me, this is the first time I'll see him back in like a ladder match in general. I think the last time I saw him wrestle besides AEW was in WWE. And that's the last thing I remember when he was like yelling at Bobby Lashley.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember when's the last time I've seen him either.
Mm-hmm.
It might have been in New Japan. I think he had
Mm.
a match that I have seen him in. But no, that really is gonna be a very interesting
Yeah.
match. I agree with you. I am rooting for Takeshita.
Thank you.
He's who I'm rooting for. You're so welcome.
Thank you.
You're so welcome, my friend.
Okay, but also Jack Perry lit himself on fire the last pay-per-view. So
I loved that.
I can only imagine the spots that they might
That's
possibly
true. A ladder match?
put on in this ladder match because I know the interaction, like Leo Rush is such a high flyer, and him being the size that he is allows him to be so quick and really fly like just a high flyer.
Yeah.
So this is going to be interesting. And Mark Briscoe also being in there, that man is insane
Yeah.
in the best way. He is
He's crazy in a
insane.
good way.
So just probably I would hope that that match opens up because it's going to be crazy and that will really set the tone for the rest of the night.
Mhm.
I don't know if it will. They might just put it in the middle to like get people hyped up again. But if you start off with that ladder match, all hell's going to break loose. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I think. Andy saying, I wish DG was in the TNT championship ladder match.
Well, it looks like he's still getting some spotlight after Wednesday.
He
Like he's gonna.
is. Yeah.
Has it been confirmed? No, right?
Let's talk about that a little bit because those are the only two matches that I watched on Dynamite.
Okay.
So I watched that intro segment where MJF came out, was talking to Danny Garcia. Well, was talking by himself, and then Danny Garcia came out, and they kind of just thanked each other.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, oh, okay, this is weird. I mean, I didn't hate it, but I was like, this is so out of character.
Exactly for both.
Yeah. So the fact that they both thanked each other, and MJF was like, "Well, why don't we just have a match at Wembley?" I was like, "Whoa."
Right.
That just came out of nowhere. And I'm like, that would be a fantastic match. I think these two guys are great. But a match at Wembley, that's like next level. I was for it. And of course, someone said match, and Will Ospreay comes out.
Right.
Which I love Will Ospreay. He was like, "Oh, you've been doing so well, Danny. You've been winning these matches quicker than my sex life with my wife or something." And I was like, "Whoa, Will Ospreay. He is hilarious."
Okay, we'll call him hilarious.
He's hilarious. We really tried to like. He's so likable.
We really did try to not like him. We're not gonna go there, but we did try not to like him. And
He's so likable, and he's such a great
especially
wrestler.
wrestling wise,
He's such a great wrestler.
that's what was so hard for me. That every time he would come out to wrestle, I'd be like,
He's like, "This is gonna be a great match."
"Damn it, that was good."
Scott says that Jack Perry is winning that ladder match. I see it. I see it.
Me too.
It makes sense because the Young Bucks.
Right.
So
Jack Perry.
unless
Been having
something
a momentum.
unless something happens, unless the Don Callis family comes out
Right.
and helps out, and then that would give Takesh the win. I don't know who would come out to try to help Mark.
I mean, it might.
We're not even talking about El Fantasmo.
No, we're not talking about Fantasmo.
In my defense, this is the first time I've heard about this man.
No.
Yes.
you just don't remember. But I know Mario and I have talked about him around you because he's in the Bullet Club
He's in the Bullet Club.
or was
Somebody
was
confirm or deny,
was
please.
was
El
he
the
was in the Bullet Club.
El Fantasma comes out, the Mexican singer.
He, there's a Mexican singer named El Fantasma.
Sí, yeah.
Yo no sabía.
Best friend. You know his songs.
No.
Yes, you do. Oh my
You're gonna have to play it for
god.
me after the show.
Okay.
Sergio just confirmed he was in the Bullet
Was
Club.
in the Bullet Club. Was he a leader or just a follower?
No. But he was just a follower.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
that's all
was
I need
not
to
Prince
know.
Devitt. He was not Kenny Omega.
Mhm.
He was a follower.
Okay. Thank you.
Sorry again. Sorry, El Fantasma, if you're watching.
I'm so sorry, Fantasmo. Eddie says
Can we?
put Maria Kanellis ahead in the AEW Women's Division. So she's actually doing her thing on Ring of Honor. I don't know if she wants to wrestle.
Yeah.
I mean, unless she's like a manager and she gets called up. I mean, I don't know who she would be managing.
I mean, I do agree that I guess putting her in charge of the women's division,
Mhm.
that would be great. I'm sure.
Mhm.
I'm sure that would be very awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I don't hate it.
Right.
All right, next match. I mean, who you said you Takeshita, right? Or Jack Perry. Either
Oh,
or.
I said Takeshita. I honestly Jack Perry too,
I think that's
but I
pretty
am rooting for
solid.
I most of the time root for Takeshita to win for
Period.
sure.
Same. Let's talk about the ladies. Oh my goodness. We're going to see Stephanie Vaquer face Mercedes Moné. Title for title. Does that, yeah, okay. I was going to say title for title. But yeah,
Yeah, it
whatever
is.
you win,
One of them is
yeah,
gonna come
with
out
both.
with both. Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep. That is
Genuinely
very crazy to
insane.
think about. I feel like it's even crazy to think about Stephanie winning and taking the TBS championship with her. Like, can
That would
you
be
imagine
crazy.
how cool that would be? That's what I'm voting. I mean, hoping for. As much as I love Mercedes, it would just be crazy for Stephanie to be holding an AW title.
Yeah, I think Stephanie, we saw her perform live at that New Japan show. She was fantastic.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to kind of root against her because you feel like, we talk about the position that Mercedes has been put in from the get-go, and it feels like she just went straight to the top. Not that she should have, she didn't have anything to prove.
Yeah.
We know who Mercedes Moné was. We know Sasha Banks. We know the work that she's capable of putting out. But it just seems like it was too quick. And especially when everybody was so behind Willow, it almost seems unfair
Mm-hmm.
to just give the title to or give her that championship match, and she hadn't wrestled once. We hadn't seen her in the ring. We had only seen her mic skills, which were not the best, in my opinion. Were not the best. And they're just, I feel like they're really putting that like motor on her, like they're trying to skyrocket her to the top, and she's doing these promotions, she's doing these events, and that's fantastic and that's great. I need to see her wrestle. I need to see her continue to wrestle because I think that's her spot. Like that's what she can do, and maybe she needs to be a heel.
I agree because I wish she would have came in like a storm. You know what I mean? Like instead of having her, yeah, we know Mercedes is great. So they didn't, I agree with you. They did not have to give her that champion. They didn't have to take the championship from Willow. I feel like that was the biggest issue.
Yeah.
The fact that they took the championship away from Willow so early, so fast, and just giving Mercedes like that. I feel like Mercedes has a type of power that she could have came in like a very strong force and just having all these matches with the women or just beating up the women, going after every championship, even if she doesn't have to win in order to also show what she has, right? Yeah, I do wish that they would have used her more as a like, whoa, watch out for her, instead of like, oh, here she comes, she's gonna get everything handed to her because she's great. That's it.
Yeah, I think it would have made more sense that you're like, okay, she's a heel. Oh yeah, she's getting these opportunities because she's the bad guy. That makes sense. Like
Right.
you're not supposed to like her, but she's a great wrestler.
Exactly. Like instead of allowing her to do it, I wish she would have just done it. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Instead of like it's showing like, yeah, here, Mercedes, take the belt.
Mm-hmm.
I wish it would have been her like, no, give me the
Give
freaking
me the belt.
belt.
Like like I
Yeah,
deserve it. Like this is mine.
exactly.
Do you know what I've built in wrestling? Like, and it came out a little bit in that promo that she had with Willow where she was like, oh, while you were, training or whatever, she's like, I was selling out arenas or something, like insane stuff. But yeah, so I would hope that Stephanie wins. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Me
I think they're
neither.
gonna put both titles on Mercedes.
Yeah,
And then what I need to happen is she needs to be at CMLL. Mercedes needs to be out there and about defending these championships. And when are we going to get Willow back in the picture, back in the championship picture? Like,
yeah,
I know I don't want her feud to Chris Statlander to take away from the fact that she was a previous champion and that she was trying to build herself up
yeah.
back to, a championship opportunity. But Casey's saying Mercedes doesn't need Stephanie's title. Facts. But I'm scared they're going to take it off her, which makes me mad. Yes, like it's a little frustrating because I mean, again, we could fantasy book all day, and this is, Tony's clearly on a different boat,
Definitely on a different
on a
boat.
different boat than we are. But I think people were just like, "Oh, well, you're not a fan of Mercedes. You don't really like Mercedes."
We love
I said, "What are
Mercedes.
you talking about? We went to C2E2. We were all up on Mercedes. Well, there was 6 feet in between,
Yeah, you couldn't really
but
be all
because
up in.
during COVID,
Right.
but we were there.
Yeah.
Like conversation, like she was amazing, man. But I think just Willow, what she had was so special, and I know they'll be able to create it again, but you have stars, and I feel like AEW kind of has them and then their light gets dimmed and then they're kind of just forgotten about
Yeah.
because I think about Takeshita and Takeshita was so hot and like he was having his matches against Hangman.
Yeah.
He pinned Kenny Omega twice.
Yeah.
Like you're telling me that this guy is not a champion, it hasn't been champion yet. Like what's the story of Ricky Starks? You have these
Ricky
top
Starks is a
stars,
big.
these
Yeah.
people who fans adore and they'll get behind and then they kind of just fade into the back.
Yeah.
So I'm just worried that that's going to happen with Willow.
Me too. I agree, especially with the women, because
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we just saw Nyla the other night, but how long had it been since we seen Nyla?
Mm-hmm.
She was a
Insane, yeah.
champ. And yeah, I agree with you, best friend. I
Mm-hmm.
also am afraid that we're not going to see much of Willow anymore, which I really hope not, because a lot of people like to compare her to like WWE's Bailey, and well,
They're
Bailey,
two
what Bailey used to
completely,
be.
yeah.
Two completely different people, of
Mm-hmm.
course, but it's like that love that we had for that Bailey's previous character.
Mm-hmm.
I would compare it to the love that we have for Willow. It's that sweetness that like, oh my god, don't fuck with her. Why would you fuck with her?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Troy saying I've been binge watching CMLL for Stephanie and she's insane. I am really excited to see her because she's kind of like the same size as Mercedes. So I know like they'll be able to have like a really, really great match.
Yes.
Casey says also there's a desire to cosplay Stephanie so
Do
strong.
it.
I think you would actually kill it.
That
And
would
guys,
be badass.
shout outs to Casey. If you're not following her, head out, go to Instagram, Twitter at Over the Moonsault. Insane cosplayer, genuinely the most accurate looks, the most dedication in the creation of all of the pieces.
Herself.
Insane. Do you have a favorite that Casey has cosplayed? I know Rhea's pretty like good.
Rhea's was
Eddie
very,
was also
very good.
great. The Julia was good.
Julia
Tony,
was good.
I think Tony was really, really good.
Her most recent one, it's an OG wrestler.
Oh my goodness, I'm blanking. I know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna look it up
with the blue.
Yes, that one was so good. I always tell her every time I message her when I like one, I'm like, this one's on my top 5. That
And
one's
for
on
everyone?
my top 5.
For all of them,
I have so many on my top 5.
Los cinco favoritos,
Los
best
cinco
friend.
favoritos.
That one was definitely in there. So yeah, guys, go follow Casey. Amazing cosplayer. I think I really loved the Eddie Guerrero one. That one was fantastic.
Yes.
Man, there's so many. Jeez. The DDP, being able to see how she put all that stuff together in person was insane. So shout out to you, Casey. Love you. Snap, Grapple, and
Wendy's
Pop
the name, by the way.
Oh, Wendy. Was it Wendy Richter?
Yes.
Yes. That New Japan Strong title was made for Mercedes to hold, and I think it's too soon for Mercedes to lose.
I agree that it's too soon for her to
Mhm.
lose. Just we
But I get it if it was in the original plan. Like it was the plan was for her to hold that championship, and then she got injured, and that's why that it was given to Willow. Sorry if I killed the plot, if kayfabe,
kayfabe.
but yeah. Scott George is saying, "I hope Stephanie wins. Mercedes is not impressed." Well, I don't have anything to say about that.
You know what that means?
Will Morris says, seems like Mrs. Monet is ready to go belt collecting.
Yeah, probably.
Probably, yeah. I mean, I don't know what other one she would hold, but we'll see. Chris Lloyd is saying Stephanie Vaquer is great, but she just won the strong championship by pinning Julia. Now she's gonna drop it. See, and that's my like, what's the bigger picture? I need to see what the idea, like what goes behind it. I don't want them just to give her a title just to give Mercedes titles. So
Yeah.
that's my issue with it.
Yeah.
Eddie says, I think Mercedes will defend her title in CMLL. Yeah, I mean, I would hope
I
so.
hope so.
I hope if she won it, you were going to be defending every week.
Well, you better be in Mexico.
I think it's a network issue why the women don't get more TV time. It might be. And sometimes we do talk about that. We're like, Tony Khan could have 27 cards or 27 women on the card. And
They
then
have
what
said
if they
that
don't like it?
before, that apparently it is the networks. Like how also it's never mind, I remember what I was gonna say. But I do remember seeing that apparently it is on the networks that are not the ones they're the ones that are not huge on the women.
Mhm.
But
I don't know. Eddie's saying AEW open up a wrestling school. You have the talent for it.
are you
Like to
hearing AW?
teach? Like that's hilarious. All right. Well, we want Stephanie to win,
We do
but I
want Stephanie
feel
to
like
win.
Mercedes is taking that. Oh, let's talk about the other women's match. Maybe this one will be better. Tony Storm versus Mina. This is going to be a banger. I just know it. There's going to be so much shenanigans. They
Yeah.
have Mariah May on both sides of the graphic. That's literally killing me. It was done by her request. She's like, "Can you put me next to both the
She said
women?"
they're both my friends.
She said, "Please." So this has really been interesting in how it's been developed because, the storyline of Tony and Mariah, it kind of seemed like it was like a Trish Mickey James kind of
Yes.
storyline where they're like, oh my God, Mariah's so obsessed with her and she just wants to be around her and she loves her. But I don't know where that story is now. I feel like Tony is just trying to keep her because now someone else wants her.
Yeah, I mean you can tell from the beginning that Tony was treating her like a fan.
Mm-hmm.
Had her put
Barely
on
gave
her
her the time of
gear.
day.
Exactly. Like it's all about Tony when it comes
Mm-hmm.
to her and Mariah.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't Mariah also be Amina's side, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which I also think it's so hilarious. What do you think about I'm intrigued to know what do you think about that. If you were Tony, how would you feel?
That someone came in and was like, oh my God, I love you.
Well, no, that someone that for this whole time has been like, I love you and has been by your side behind you,
That's a
all of
little
a sudden
weird.
goes with someone else that
Okay, first of
you're
all,
gonna have
I'd
a
be
match
like,
against.
you were my fan, first of all.
You were my fan.
You came out to my music, you wore my gear, and you said you loved me. What are you doing?
That is why I wanted to know what you thought.
We're like, what are you absolutely? So I get what I get it. I see Tony's pain. I
Okay.
feel it. But also, Tony did not care for her.
Right.
And Mina and Mariah have history.
Yeah.
So why would you not? I feel like this is going to be a make or break point for Mariah, especially since she is going into she does have that match in the Owen Hart's tournament. She's competing. But this might be a make or break because she might have to pick sides. And if she doesn't pick Tony, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
That's a little scary. I'm a
Yeah.
little scared for her.
And she's having a match. Like
That's crazy.
what a baddie though.
What I love Mariah May. She can do no wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. Ugh, amazing. Snap, Grapple, and Papa saying, I think if Monet was going to defend on CMLL, then the match would be for more of Stephanie's titles. Russ Bryan, you're not saying anything.
Wait, it's taking me a while to guess what they're saying. I think if Monet was gonna...
Okay, sure. I mean,
get it.
does Stephanie has other titles? Somebody put in the chat. I'm so
I'm so
sorry.
confused right now. I
Chris
think
Lloyd says, I think Tony is jealous of Mariah and Mina. Period.
for sure.
Absolutely.
For sure.
First of all, they've kissed already so many times on TV. And also, she's also kissed Tony, which for me, I'm like, why are the kisses on TV if they're not advancing the story? It felt very like what is it for?
Just
I feel
for
like
the kiss.
they were just
the tension
appealing.
of the kiss.
It felt like they were it felt like a man wrote that.
Restaurant's like, I didn't think that was hot.
Yeah, and I was like, interesting. I mean, I think they're both
It was
hot.
forced. No, they're obviously hot.
I was like, they're all
it just
hot.
didn't look like, oh wow.
I was just like,
It definitely wasn't
it
Trish and Mickey.
it wasn't giving female gaze.
Okay.
So that's what I'll get. And if the girlies know, then you know.
When Mickey stole that kiss from Trish, like
That
how
was
she
crazy.
just kissed
But
her,
that's
that was
crazy because a man
crazy.
wrote that probably.
Oh, for sure. Or who
Oh
knows, right?
man. I mean, who knows? Who knows? Eddie says, what talent from AEW would you guys send to Stardom? Well, I think Mariah has been really, really good with that. I mean, Willow, I think Willow would be fantastic.
That's a
She's
great
already
question.
so lovable.
Yes.
Anna Jay. I think
I
Anna
would
Jay
say
would
Thunder Rosa.
kill. Thunder Rosa's good.
Thunder
Yeah.
Rosa.
That's
Yep.
pretty solid. Okay, now. Scott is saying Tony wins.
Okay.
Maybe. I mean, you can't
Do I
have Tony lose.
Do I see Mina winning in on AEW? No, I don't.
Thank you, Troy. Stephanie is a CML Women's World Champion and the Women's World Tag Champ.
Oh.
Thank you for the clarification. What would we do without Troy?
No, seriously, Troy.
To confirm or deny? Mimi says, Google.
I knew you were gonna say that. WWE. AEW, brother. AEW.
Do Google's girls kissing AEW. I'm dead. I'm gonna. That was so funny to me.
Me too. If I snore, it was funny.
That 10 out of 10. That's the comment. Can I start that? I'm gonna start over here.
Toronto.
That is crazy. Lion.
Thank you,
2012.
Lion 2012 from Toronto.
Peace to rest friends. Love your show. Greetings from Toronto. Yes, we are your wrestling friends. We're your rest friends.
Love and rock and roll.
Put together. Cheers, rest friend.
Cheers, rest friend. I need a refill. Should I chug this, yo? I'm gonna chug it. Why are you watching me? My boyfriend sent me a message.
If you guys missed out, we are drinking from our glasses from Wrestling Wine Down. Shout outs to Lo. This one says Wrestling Baddies. We're having mimosas.
Oh.
That one's done.
No, it's not.
But it says, but daddy, I love wrestling. So these will be out very, very soon. Keep an eye out. Lo also has just some amazing stuff on her website. Like, look at this Cardigan and Bel Air 2024. The 1-800 wrestling shirts, amazing. The trucker hats also say, but daddy, I love wrestling. So many things. Look at that. The Hot Girls Watch Wrestling. I have that shirt. 10 out of 10. Bad Bitches for Hangman.
Bad Bitches for Hangman. I have that exact shirt in a long sleeve. My favorite. I wear it to the gym. That's how comfortable I am in that shirt. I love it.
Amazing. And I know we were just talking about Willow. She's got a strong babes for Willow. She's got patches. Look at the little Barbie font. I love
real wrestling fan shit. Okay.
I love the hearts. I am a sucker for the hearts. I remember when she first made that, I said, this is it. This is it. So bad bitches love wrestling.
I'm gonna ask her if she wants to pay me to make a commercial.
Period.
But daddy, I love wrestling.
Head over to shop.wrestlingwinedownlv.com. These cups will be out soon and be on the lookout. Thank you, Lo, for sponsoring this segment of Rest Friends. The mimosa segment.
The mimosa segment.
Cheers.
Cheers, Rest Friend. Should we have more of these?
Mimosas?
Mimosas during our show. I feel like we should.
That can be something we'll brainstorm after this. Chris is saying, I think Mariah wins the Owen when Tony starts trying to convince Mariah not to challenge her. Oh, then Tony starts. That makes sense.
Okay.
She's like, oh my God, but you loved me, but we're besties. You can't take my title.
Yeah.
Because I think Mariah would be a great champion.
Oh, absolutely. And she can take the championship from Tony.
Yeah, and it would be so controversial because she's like, oh my God, my friends, I can't trust anybody in this industry.
Yes, I feel like the question would be, would Mariah hold back or not?
She'd have a breakdown. Oh, I hope she wouldn't hold back.
Right, exactly.
I would hope.
Would it be unprofessional for me?
You're saying, oh. Yes. The
Sorry, I was asking if we would be unprofessional for me to listen to this.
What are you listening to?
A quick voice message.
Oh, I was like, do you want the class? Do you want to share with the class? Oh, or you
No,
put it
it's
up
from my
there.
crush.
I am dead. Lion 2012. Peace, rest friends. Live, live, love your shows.
Love your
Greetings
show.
from Toronto. Corrected your name's spelling.
You misspelled it. I didn't even notice.
I didn't even notice. Thank you so much.
He did say Wrestle Friends. I didn't even
Oh,
notice that.
that
I
happens a
read Rest
lot.
Friends.
In my mind, I said rest friends. I autocorrect.
Oh, I didn't even realize it was
Snap,
friend.
Grapple and Pop says, before Mariah turns, I want Tony to hand Mariah her own gear again so she can be herself and Owen. That's crazy. I love Mariah's gear.
I am a huge fan of Tony's. I'm a fan of Tony's current concept.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
That didn't even come out all the way. That was just from my chest.
It's okay.
Excuse me. That was so embarrassing. That was so embarrassing. Anyway, but I do like Tony's original what do you call it? Theme.
Her theme.
Yeah.
I would hope Tony gets her theme back, but I think her character's too strong right now.
It is.
I love Mariah's gear. If I could see her, because she comes out in some like really like girly pop stuff. Like I love the pinks and the bedazzles and the sparkles. And I do remember when she was just doing all these indie dates before she went to Stardom, and she was just killing it. Fantastic. So I would hope that she gets her regular gear. She stops wrestling with this Tony gear. I'm not for it. Scotch was saying, Rest Friends chugging just now. Shout outs to the chugs.
Shout out to the chugs.
Adam Cole, baby.
Chugs. Adam Cole, baby.
Adam Cole, baby. He's gonna log in and be like, you guys are taking my gimmick.
No, we're not.
Gimmick infringement.
We love you.
Chris says, I'd love for Mariah versus Tony to start with them holding back, but the match gets progressively stiff. It could be a story. It could be. Interessante.
Yeah.
Oh, but man, crazy stuff.
What other match, Rest Friend? Oh,
we still have
okay,
three
we got some good
more
ones to talk about.
to cover. Let's talk about Zack Sabre Jr.
Okay.
versus Orange Cassidy.
We got 3 Zack Sabre Jr. lovers here because Troy loves him some.
Troy got to
ZBJ.
he got to take a picture.
ZSJ, I'm sorry.
With Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah.
Rest Friend, it's crazy because you told me that I was going to love Zack Sabre Jr.
Was I wrong?
And I was like, I don't see it. Like, that was crazy. Looking back at like the mistake that I made in saying
I was not wrong at all, right?
No, you were not. I love Zack Sabre Jr. And it's crazy because I love the way that he wrestles. I love his look. I love his vibe. He is such a technical wrestler. And I've learned recently that I'm a technical girly. Like, I love when people wrestle like just like that way. Yeah. Like Deonna Purrazzo, love her. Yuta, technical wrestler. Bryan Danielson, technical wrestler. Danny Garcia, technical wrestler. Amazing. But I also love Orange Cassidy. I am struggling.
Are you internally. Like 50-50? Is that how split you are?
I don't think I'm 50-50. I think, well, look, I have Orange in the back, and you guys can see him. Literally, he's right there. That's crazy. I'm like 55 towards
55 on who?
Probably Zack Sabre Jr. That's crazy, right? Yeah, interessante. Very, very interessante. Troy saying, listen, I've never seen a man like that up close. I love that. Oh my God.
I know what you're talking about.
She said, I understand.
He was up there. We have the pictures and the videos. He was like right there.
Oh my God, yeah. I forgot that we were in the same in his presence. There was a lot going on during that New Japan show. That
was my first time seeing him so up close. Was that
that's the first time we've seen him so up close. I got to see him at a GCW show.
Oh.
Was he on a GCW show? He was at one show in Vegas, and he was there. He was fighting Mike Bailey. Maybe I could be
Is Mike
so
Bailey a technical wrestler too?
so wrong. Yeah, I think so. I
Okay.
love Mike
Yeah,
Bailey.
I know you do. That's why I was asking.
So great. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I want to meet and greet Zack Sabre Jr. I think that'd be great.
Yeah, same.
Hassan is saying your Kyle Fletcher and Sky Blue interview was
It
awesome.
was best friend.
Thank you
Cheers to
so
that.
much. They were just so sweet, so kind. Kyle, such a gentleman. The whole interview. Sky was just so, I don't know, that they together, the most adorable couple. But I am so glad that I got that opportunity, and they were so lovely. So I hope that
Yeah.
I can possibly interview them again in the future. Who
Oh,
knows?
that's so sweet. They
They
did
were
look like they were both lovely.
they were very kind. Chris is saying, I love Zack Sabre Jr. His submissions and match pace is so good. Love his counters into submissions.
I love his counters and I love his commentary. He's so
It's
loud.
funny.
And in New Japan, in Japan, when they're having matches, it's very quiet compared to the crowds here. Like the crowds over
Mhm.
there are way quieter, right? So you can hear Zack Sabre Jr. on the
Yeah.
TV just with his comments, and I think I love it. He makes it so much more entertaining.
Hassan is saying Orange Cassidy might lose against Zack Sabre Jr. because he's friendless right now. That's
He is
crazy.
friendless. Well, oh no, he is friendless.
Yeah, he doesn't
I was
have
gonna say,
anybody.
well, Chuck, but Chuck can wrestle, so yeah, you're right. He pretty much is friendless.
That's crazy.
That is so sad.
That's so sad.
So sad.
We're your friends, Orange. We're not gonna be there on Sunday.
Where's
So
your
sorry.
friends, Orange? And then I go hug Trent.
Oh
He's not gonna
damn.
trust me.
He's gonna be like,
He's not
no,
gonna
you
trust me.
don't.
Yeah.
That's crazy. He's gonna be like, take me off your top 5 right now. That's crazy. That would break my heart. Scott is saying Zack Sabre Jr. gets frustrated by Orange Cassidy and loses a common sense move. I don't know. Stranger things could happen. Who do you think's winning?
Zack Sabre Jr. getting frustrated? I don't know.
He might be like, bro, this guy's not taking anything seriously, and then boom, roll up.
Oh, I see what you mean. I see
Roll
what
up.
you mean.
Mhm.
Okay. I don't know, best friend. I don't know. I feel like this could go either way.
Yeah.
Because Orange can also lose because of, his friends leaving him and basically betraying him.
Mhm.
So
Snap, grapple, and pop. Orange Cassidy versus Englishman is wrestling's greatest tale. That's so funny.
who else?
Pac, Pac.
Oh.
That was like, do you remember how I was like, I love that match. That's my favorite match.
Mhm.
Remember saying, where y'all watching the pay-per-view? TBD.
Yeah, we don't know
TBD,
yet.
I have no idea.
We'll let you know.
I've only seen clips of Zack Sabre Jr. versus a Chihiro match, but from what I've seen, it's fire. I don't think I've seen that one yet.
Me neither.
Interessante. I'm gonna
Me
have
neither.
to look that up after this. Chris is saying the most devastating move all time in wrestling. Yeah, the surprise roll.
It's like
crazy.
wah, wah.
It's like, man, y'all did all
Like,
of
that's
that work.
Exactly. Like this is what we're gonna get.
That's crazy. Oh man. Let's go to, I guess, our second to last match. Do you want to do Swerve and Will, or do you want to do the Takahashi and the Acclaim?
Yeah, let's do Swerve and Will.
Is it Takahashi? Is it Tanahashi?
What?
I'm looking at it.
That's Okada. Oh no, that's Tanahashi.
Yeah,
I was like, well, that's Okada.
I was like, wait, goodbye. Okada's on the other side.
It's because your mouse was over Okada. I'm like, where's
So
That's
sorry.
Okada.
I was like, right here.
No, yeah, that's Tanahashi.
Yeah. So Tanahashi is, I guess we'll talk about that. And the
I
Acclaimed.
can see why that's a little confusing. Hiromu Takahashi, Hiroshi Takahashi.
Mhm. Yeah, see,
Tanahashi.
that's why I always get confused. I'm like, wait. I'm like, I know if I look at them, I'm like, okay, I know what, like I can separate them, but I
Yeah.
don't, the names. I'm
Hiromu
terrible with names,
Takahashi,
guys.
Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Terrible with names. So
We were
the
just
Elite.
talking about that too.
I know.
I think let's talk about Swerve and Will.
Okay.
Honestly, for me, okay. This is where I hope Hangman comes in. Oh, in either of them. I don't see him coming in for the Elite, but I do see him coming back and continue
Mhm.
his revenge against Swerve because Swerve really disrespected him. I'm never gonna let that go. I don't let anything go.
Okay.
I don't let
Same.
anything go. The fact that people recently brought up who was it? Oh, Drew McIntyre.
Oh yeah.
He brought up what CM Punk called Hangman, and I was like, Drew, why would you do that? But anyway, I'm never gonna let it go. That's why. But I do. I don't know who's gonna win between this, but it's honestly looking a little hard for me to see Osprey losing this match.
Interesting. I for the whole time you were talking, I thought we were talking about the
The elite.
acclaimed and
I
the
told you let's start with
elite. I
Swerve and
know. And then
Osprey.
you were like, and then Will, and I was like, because we started talking about Hangman, and then I was like, the elite, Hangman.
Best friend, revenge,
I
Swerve.
know, I know, but I really want Will Ospreay to win.
You really want him
I
to win.
really do.
I don't know who I want to win, but I really don't see Osprey losing.
I was listening to this podcast. I don't remember what their name was, but so sorry guys. But they were talking about like, AEW is like where the best wrestle. And if you're the AEW champion, you would assume that you are the best wrestler. Not to say that Swerve is not the best wrestler, but when you put him up against a guy like Will Ospreay and you look at both of them, you're like, if I had to pick, for me personally, if I had to pick, I would say Will Ospreay is the better wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just in my opinion. I do like Swerve. I think he's been a great champion so far. But Will Ospreay was just he was brought in. He is the guy in
Yeah.
AEW. And it's crazy because he would have been the guy without a championship.
Yeah.
And now that he is a champion and now facing Swerve, I think there's a pretty good chance that they give it to Ospreay.
Yeah, me too.
That's crazy.
I do think there's a good chance that they give it to Osprey.
And there's nothing against Swerve because I think he's just like unlimited potential. He's really great. But man, this is gonna be interesting. I think this could kind of go either way for me.
Yeah, me too, honestly. I wouldn't be mad at either of them winning, to be
Mhm.
honest with you. I feel like Swerve can continue to be the champion. I think he's done a great job, especially on the mic. He's very good on the mic. He's very good when he's angry.
Mhm.
Um but I would say the same thing about Will Osprey. Will Osprey is both a good wrestler and also good on the mic. And I forgot to say that about Swerve as well. Swerve is
Swerve
also
is
very cool in the
fantastic.
ring.
Yeah.
So I know they're both gonna have a very good match, fantastic match. But yeah, I'm just gonna go back with what I said in the beginning. I just don't see Osprey losing it for some reason. My prediction is that Will Osprey is gonna come out the champ. But I going back to Hangman, if Swerve
man who's
wins,
not on the card at all.
hey, they said he was returning. He was gonna be here early July.
So
my hope and dream is that he comes back for Forbidden Door, so he's here on July 3rd in
no,
Chicago.
I think he's coming in the show. I think he's not showing up at Forbidden Door. I think he's gonna be at July 3rd.
You can't do that to me. I make everything about myself. If Hangman Adam Page comes back in Chicago,
You said it's gonna be
about
me?
me. Yeah,
It's so crazy because
for me.
when I was talking to Tony Khan and he was like, "Oh, well, we have something really big planned for July 3rd."
Right.
I was like, "Oh my God, Hangman!" That I immediately thought about you. I said, "Are we getting Hangman? Is Chicago getting a Hangman return? That'd be so crazy because in Chicago,
Hangman's watching this right now. Like, Tony, I don't want to come back in Chicago.
he's gonna be like, "Don't go anymore," because look, best friends are talking about this right now.
No, like I don't want to be there anymore. That's my hope and dream, best friend. I hope he is here July 3rd at the Winchester Arena.
Period. Scott is saying Don Callis' family gets involved and costs Will the win. Interesting. If he's part of the family, wouldn't you want him to win that? Oh wait,
you know what? You're right. He has been wanting Will.
Yeah,
on his team, back on his team, right?
I'm saying, but it cost Will the win.
Oh, so cost Will the win.
Yeah, so he doesn't
he
want
used to
him.
be with Don Callis.
Yeah. Well, Don Callis needs to get better at recruiting. Okay. Will is saying Osprey losing.
Don Callis gonna
brings people. he's gonna have a busy night. Osprey losing brings more story. It also strengthens Swerve's reign. Plus, it gives Will someone to chase. It really does. And
and it gives Hangman the opportunity to come back.
Osprey doesn't need the championship because he's already a champion, and Will retaining that title also gives Hangman something to go back and try to get.
For now, you're getting it.
So I see it. I see the vision. Scott is saying the Young Bucks said they're filling the wild spot card. That's Hangman facing Jeff Jarrett on Wednesday. Goodbye. Not Jeff Jarrett. What are we gonna get?
Is that what we're gonna see? I'm happy for
everything.
I hope you're right, though, Scott George. I hope Hangman does come back on Wednesday. That would be crazy.
I'm just gonna say SGP, Snap Grapple Pop, because it's a tongue twister, guys. This main event is amazing. Depending on who wins here, we could either get Swerve versus Hangman at Wembley or Danielson versus Osprey. We could get Danielson versus Osprey again.
No, but like if we got Swerve versus Hangman at Wembley, That's a huge chance for Hangman to win, right? Is
And
anyone
to
else with me?
show up in All Out as champ here,
I would die.
crazy.
I would die.
Craziness. Oh my goodness.
Oh, he said snap it. They said, sorry, they said snap is fine.
Oh, so lovely. Thank
I do
you.
like snap grapple pop.
I
And I love
do.
that every time you read their comment, you say
I'm
snap
like,
grapple pop.
snap, grapple, pop. Yes. Will
Snap
is
grapple pop.
saying, seems like they were teasing Osprey and MJF. See, that's also my thing because like MJF came back from an injury and MJF was the guy. The
Mm-hmm.
guy. He got a tattoo. He's AEW, but you bring in Will Osprey and it seemed like, man,
Did you see that? Did you ever see that?
the
Like,
tattoo up close.
no, 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 no.
Oh,
Like MJF being so committed to AEW, he even got a tattoo. Like, did you
I
ever see that
think
coming?
so. Yeah, I think deep down, as aside from the MJF character, I want to believe that he's a really, really nice guy and
Right.
that
He's
he's
so
chill and he's dedicated to the place that really made him a star.
yeah. Cause let me tell you, MJF is so good at his job. Cause that for me was like, holy shit. Okay,
Hmm.
he's so good at showing that he doesn't give a fuck.
Hmm.
Like all he cares is about the money,
Hmm.
and that if WWE would have offered him more, he would have
He would have
gone to
taken it.
WWE. Like the
It's
fact that
crazy.
he's chose to stay with AW and even got a tattoo, it's crazy.
Yeah,
Crazy man.
it really is. Snap.
Shout
Thank
outs to
you.
MJF.
Shout out to MJF. If you want to come on the pod, you're welcome to join us and have mimosas.
I love your comment, Scott.
Scott is saying this version of Hangman will beat Swerve and Wembley. That is insane. If Hangman comes back, a Hangman 4.0, like,
Cheers to that. Heel Hangman as a
that's crazy.
champ.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Because now the elite is heels and Res friend, full circle.
Oh, I don't think I can handle that.
There's gonna be two curly hair men in that faction.
It's a good hair, man.
I'm gonna need a hair routine because I don't know if you notice this. Jungle Boy, I'm not gonna Jack Perry. Jungle Boy, his hair is always looks fantastic.
Yeah,
I know
his
I know
curls.
he deep conditions. I know he moisturizes, put some little oils in
That curl
there.
cream, he uses that curl cream for sure.
Yes. He might use the diffuser.
He for sure uses a diffuser.
That's
Sometimes
insane.
his hair doesn't look like he air dries it. I'm sure he uses a
He
diffuser.
crunches, the little crunch method.
Yup.
Insane. So now we're gonna need a hair care tutorial from Hangman and from Jack just to see like similarities, differences. What if Hangman comes back and he doesn't have his long locks, Russ friend?
Don't say that. Don't
Would
say that,
that
Restaurant.
change your love for
I
Hangman?
have no idea.
What if he comes back with like whose haircut? Who has
I'm scared.
like what if he comes back like an Orange Cassidy cut?
Don't say that. Oh my goodness. I don't know
A
how to
Zack
feel about
Sabre
that.
Jr. cat, haircut.
You know how Sergio has a goatee?
Hmm.
There was one time he didn't have a goatee. He shaved that off. I was so scared to see what was under that goatee. I was like, I've never seen your chin. I met him with a goatee. I had never seen Sergio's chin in my life. So when he shaved that, I was so scared. I was so scared, you guys. And he looked fine. He has a fine chin.
He said I'd never seen his chin
I had
before.
never seen what his chin looked like.
I am deceased.
And then thankfully he grew it back though. Not that he looked ugly, it's just that I like my man.
Are you listening? I hope you're listening right now, Sergio. I hope you're stuck around an hour and 8 minutes into the show
Oh, he's stuck
to
around.
hear about your chin.
To hear about your chin.
Snap is saying Wrestle Talk compared it to Toy Story, and I think that's good. MJF is Woody, but now Osprey is a new favorite toy, and he's gonna get jealous.
Ooh, that's a very good way to put it.
It
Especially
is.
MJF. That's like the perfect person to be jealous. The
Especially
jealous man. Jealous little
after especially after the dynamite that we saw when Will Ospreay came into the ring and then MJF was like, Danny, just focus on your upcoming match next week, I guess. Don't worry about Wembley.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm leaving the ring. He didn't even give Danny an opportunity to be like, oh yeah, like I'll fight you
That-
at Wembley. Because he
you're
was
right.
kind of like mad that Ospreay came in and he's like, well, this guy's a champion and he's giving championship opportunities and I'm supposed to be the guy. They were gonna have a bidding war for me.
Yeah. You're so right. I would be mad if I was Daniel.
I'd be mad because I'm like,
That's
I'm
who
a
I'm
star
thinking
too.
about. That's what I'm thinking about. Like, wait, what's gonna happen to him now?
Yeah. Will is saying it's great to see Jack Perry back in AEW, but I totally want Takeshita to win that ladder match. Don't we all?
They want you to be on their good side.
I
They want to
know.
be on your good side. That's why they said that.
Yes. Snap is saying one day Hangman versus Jack Perry, hair versus hair. with Tanahashi as special guest ref.
I think Tanahashi is the perfect special guest ref.
For hair versus hair.
For hair versus hair,
Absolutely.
absolutely. Tanahashi, the king of the
Hair.
hairdos. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Absolutely.
Makes sense.
I do not want to see that though.
Casey saying short hair hangman is nightmare fuel.
Thank you, Casey. I'm not a fan of it. I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to think about it.
You're gonna go home. You're gonna start AIing the hangman, short hair.
Oh, Sergio text. Oh, Sergio and my boyfriend texted me at the same time.
I'm
Sergio said
done.
he is watching.
Okay, shout outs to you, Sergio. Let's see.
Shout out to my man.
Final match of the night. Now we're getting.
Now we're going to the elite restaurant. Now we're going
Yes.
to talk about the elite.
Okay.
Okay, the elite versus Tanahashi and the acclaimed, right? First of all, I think this is going to be a very goofy match from the beginning. From
Yeah.
the beginning, I feel like they're going to give us a little bit of entertainment.
Oh, the silly goofy mood, the whole match.
Absolutely. We might see Tanahashi's butt cheeks. How many times have we seen that man's butt cheeks, right?
I have not seen that man's butt cheeks once.
This might be the night.
Oh,
I don't know. I'm just kidding. I don't know. It's just that they're so goofy. They're all so goofy.
Is he a butt cheek man? Does he just be doing that?
You know what? No, se le bajan los pantalones and then his butt cheeks are
It
out. He
happens.
doesn't care.
It happens. He's like, I gotta finish this match. Who cares
I
about
don't
butt
know
cheeks?
what it is with the Japanese wrestlers because Despi's nalgas are always out as well.
Not Despi.
Yes, restaurant. His
funny.
nalgas are always out.
Scott is saying Takeshita is in the G1 this year. I know. We'll talk about that next episode because I totally forgot we were supposed to talk about it this episode. There's a pay-per-view, guys. There's so much wrestling to talk about, TBH.
I mean, we can wait for when the G1 is.
Yeah. One, like, I don't know, when is that?
That's
Next month?
July, yes.
Yeah.
It
should be good. I want to say maybe the Elite are losing.
I hope not.
I think they would be.
Oh gosh. No.
Because
and not go ahead.
I mean, it's the president of New Japan. Like he
can't lose.
You can't lose. The Acclaimed? What? I mean, the Acclaimed can't lose. No shade to the Acclaimed. But maybe Okada would probably pull some strings and then they'd win. So then that's your favorite to win is the Elite with Hangman's return.
I mean, with or without Hangman's return, I definitely want to see the Elite win. Wait, I just realized. Is it 4 against 3?
Not really, because Daddy Ass is probably going to be on the side.
So
it's
he's
a
not
trios
gonna.
match.
He's not gonna. Okay, that's what I was. That's what I was wondering. I'm okay. So, Daddy Ass is not gonna wrestle, but Tanahashi is. Okay. That just hit real quick. No, rest friend. I really do hope the Elite win. Yes, I'm biased. I love them, of course. They're my favoritists forever.
Yeah,
but I don't want to see the Acclaim win again.
Okay, I get it. I totally get it.
That's just where I'm at.
Yeah. I have a little surprise. So if you could continue to talk about Hangman for like probably 40 seconds while I go and get the surprise.
Scared. Surprise for who? Rest friends?
Surprise for you. Well, so just keep talking.
Stop. Okay, I'll keep talking. Oh, you're gonna be like, can you guys watch my rest friend for me? I'll be back.
Can you guys watch my rest friend for me? I'll be right back. Okay. Right
back. I'll just chug the rest of my mimosa. They should have never. Edie should have never given me permission to drink. What is she bringing? I'm nervous. Best friend, I just realized we're live.
We are live.
Stop! That is so cute.
Which way is it? I can't see it. It's 2K. Since we got our 2K subscribers.
The rest friends. Stop.
I don't know which order. I mean, it's this way, but it's like mirrored.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got us little cupcakes to celebrate the fact that we hit 2,000 subscribers on YouTube, and literally I am just so thrilled. I can't wait till we hit 5K, till we hit 10K. And I just want to thank you guys for always being so supportive. I know I said this in the beginning of the episode, but I'm so truly grateful because Rest Friends has just given us so many opportunities. It's given us the greatest friends and just made us a part of a really, really great community. So
yeah,
I'm Yeah.
I think the
Yeah.
greatest thing for me is that we're just doing what we love. We're not getting paid for this.
Yeah.
No one told us to put this together. It's just two
Yeah.
primas that had a huge love for wrestling and wanted to talk about wrestling with people that love to talk and watch wrestling.
Mhm.
And here we are,
Yeah.
2,000 subscribers later.
Crazy.
Like, it means a
Craziness, right?
lot.
Yeah.
And clearly, Restaurant, you're so fucking cute. Wait, let's take a picture before we. Wrong button. No.
Yay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us on this stream, for the cupcakes, for the mimosas. Like 10 out of 10. If you guys loved this episode, if you guys liked it, leave a like down below. Make sure you comment, share. Let us know what kind of content you want to see us make, and continue to join us every week to talk about wrestling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. You said it all.
Thank you guys so much. And
Thank-
follow us on social media.
Please go on our Instagram, on our
Literally.
Twitter. I always say our link tree is on our bio.
Yes.
Anything restaurant related, anything you want to see from us, it's on our link tree.
It's on there. We have it. Will is saying, and many more to come. Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
guys.
These are, you
You
guys
guys
are
are so
so
cute.
amazing.
I'm gonna cry.
Tears. Asana saying, one of the nicest wrestling channels, no clickbaits, just fun. I
You're
am
amazing.
amazing, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. The only thing that can make this better is to say
Oh
his
no.
name and he appears. I'm so upset I don't have that ready. Oh my God.
There you go.
I am so upset. What? Joe Hendry.
Oh my
Someone,
gosh, I'm
hold
dead.
on. Snap said not gonna laugh that for a sec. They were gonna start streaming. We were gonna start streaming 2K. No, it's the 2K subscribers. Oh my goodness. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us. We will see you next week. Make sure you follow us on social media. You'll know when we are